Not the Bionicle Levitation now, are ya? Right. I put my Bionicles through so much abuse. They're gonna file a domestic violence report. Anyway, I'm gonna have to jack the camera up because I just did the Lewa review and he's shorter. Okay, this is... Excuse all the fidgety camera action, God. This is Lewa. If I'm even pronouncing that right, that's how I've always pronounced it and always known to pronounce it. So don't judge me. First off, I love his colors. You have the regular kind of just like regular green, and this light is horrible. You have the regular kind of green, and then you have lime green for his arms and legs, and I just love it. I love this color scheme. Really cool. Anyway, let's talk about a few things important about him. First of all, he has the coolest dang weapon like ever. I love his axe. I mean, look how detailed that axe is. It is just so cool. It is very medieval looking, and yet it still looks mechanic. It still looks all bionic, like Bionicle. I think my voice just squeaked. Anyway, forget it. But he also, you know, of course, has the... And his axe stays in there pretty well. I mean, like, put him up against Lewa. Dun dun dun. Ugh. Oh dang, knocked his mask off. He's the winner. Anyway. So I knew his mask was flying and someone has to pick it up. So inconsiderate. Anyway. Enough of me being immature. So aside from the really cool axe, which has never been replicated on any other set, which I think should have. I mean, it's really cool. He's the only Bionicle to have an axe aside from Strack, I think his name is. You know, the Glatorian. So, not as cool as Strack's, I will say that. But it is really dang cool. His left arm has that weird machine gun thing, which I don't really know what it is, but you can position it like you would Tahu's. You could pretend it's a missile launcher. But I always made it like a machine gun. It also doubled as like a hand. So you can like take his mask off with it and like grab things. The thing that's different about him and Kopaka because he doesn't have the little joint, so his arm just freely spins, which looks silly. And then you have that missing piece in his little chest area here, his little neck cavity. So you have the good and the bad. I mean, you have... Let me grab Kopaka. Now, it's cool that his left arm is very flexible and maneuverable, whereas Kopaka's is not. So, you take the good with the bad. You have his full chest plate, which is the whole schlemiel and schmozzle here. Or you have the incomplete version, but with the more maneuverable arm. So, take the good with the bad. You know. But here again, that's what I'm saying about all of them being so unique, and they all have so many different types of features. He also has the ball on his chest. Let's talk about his mask. It's like a giant freaking smile. From the side, from the side, it looks like Batman's mask. I don't really know what makes me think of that, but it's just what it looks like to me. It looks like a giant nose, or just like this looks like a Zaku head. If any of you watching this video know what that is from the side, it looks like a Zaku's head from Gundam. But anyway, the giant eye slits there. He has the most open mask. As you can see his face clearly. But I don't know, it kind of suits his element. You know, his element is, you know, he's the air Bionicle and he has the mask of levitation. So it's very airy. You know, air can get through it very easily. He has one of the coolest eye colors. I mean, it's very, very bright lime green. The camera really can't pick it up that well, but trust me, it's like a bright green. Anyway, nothing too special about him. He's like my 5th favorite, you know. I always thought it would have been cooler if his shoulder joints protruded outward. I never really cared for the way they were like sunk in, flush with the body. I don't know, just made them look kind of wimpy. I mean, Golly looks more masculine than Lewa. But I don't know, the axe just makes it so cool. I love the axe. They need to bring back the axe. Maybe in like the proto steel, or maybe black. That would look really cool. But anyway, not really much more to be said about Lewa here. Just very cool. Not one of my, if you were going to get one, not one of my suggested firsts. I still think you should get Toa Tahu, and then Golly, and then Kopaka, and then Anua, and then him, and then Lewa. Yeah. So that leaves only one. And let's get to it.